Hey there, I'm Dave Duz and we are here, we're about to witness 4 bands going to be battling out tonight for a chance to play at Bloodstock here, a festival in the UK. I'm excited, I hope you're excited. We're going to head inside, check the bands out for heat number 1 of Metal to the Masses here at Hitchin. Let's go on inside. I'm here today with Clockwork Sky, who are here for the first heat of Metal to the Masses. Thank you guys for taking a moment to actually come and speak to me. We're in the process of sound checking upstairs all the different bands. I've yet to go on for your sound check, but it should be good to go and check that out with you guys in a minute. But first thing I wanted to talk about is a few questions so that the people that are watching this video get to know a little bit about the band. So the band name Clockwork Sky, where's that come from? What's it all about?
Well, pretty much Clockwork Sky came up with a bunch of old friends when we first started off the band. We just messing around with the name and it just kind of stuck. And then just later on developed some meaning to it.
Does it have a kind of a meaning behind the name?
Really just like saying one piece of the sky is obviously clockwork and we can easily replace it with another piece and everything will continue going on and get all about it. So it's just more, that's what we're all about going forward. None of the old stuff released in the past, just stuff like that.
Okay, thank you. How long has this band been going?
Well, again, you've been going about 8 years, isn't it?
8 years.
Yeah, I've been in probably about 6 now, 5, 6 years. Joe, you've been a couple of years now?
Yeah, about 2 years. I think the current lineup's roughly 1 year to 2 years.
Okay.
I've recently joined in 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, 2021.
And is this because we've had people just generally leaving, commitment issues, or what's the reason for the line of changes?
Yeah, I mean, we had a couple of guitarists previously, unfortunately one left, sort of like education commitments, university and so forth, and I believe just because generally, music doesn't always give you time to start a family for some people. So that's generally the case, and I think it's interesting finding the guys that can commit to it and I guess all obviously on the same page.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so what about the sound of the band? What, if you were to describe it, people that have never heard you before, what would you do? What would you sort of say you sound like? Or influences might help as well?
Well, my sound is based off of my favourite band of all time, One and a Half. But I can't speak for the entire band because everyone's influence is going to be different.
Yeah, we've all got quite different influences. To be honest, we're quite a heavy band. We fit in the genre of deathcore, should I say?
Deathcore, okay.
In the modern sort of genres and such. But yeah. we go through everything really. We play anything heavy. Everyone's got separate interests and separate likes in bands and such. So.
Yeah, I'd definitely say there's a bit of I've seen kind of like black metal elements in there sometimes. As Joe says, like a lot of stuff that it sounds heavy. We play it. Right. I think that's generally what a lot of the best bands do. They're like, no particularly successful band has one. As much as they have a genre, there's always you take elements from everything. Otherwise, you just sound like another band of that genre. You always have to take some outside influence and kind of put your spin on it to add something to the sound. So.
It's hard to be original with so many amazing bands about nowadays.
It is difficult.
Working on it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So what's your stage performance? If someone's going to come and see you live, not forget about the musical side of it from listening to you on an album, what do you give to an audience in a live performance?
I want the sound to be impressive and memorable. Hit you in the chest and knock you across the floor.
Energy, everyone flies around, everyone, the guitarists will join you on the floor with the washes.
Yeah. I think we can attest to there's been some bodily injuries in pits for us before. One of your friends damaged his arm, didn't he, quite badly. So I think I think pretty renowned for if none of the bands so far in the night have woken people up, we generally wake up. So yeah.
3 water deaths at one time.
That was the highlight definitely.
Well, that was actually going to be my next question. You've got ahead of me. So, what's your most memorable thing that you can think about as a band that stands out as your kind of big stamp at the moment of this is your? If you were to finish the band today,
How much are we allowed to say on camera?
okay.
I
We can talk off camera. It's fine. Tell me.
I think a highlight of mine probably was we did a show in Watford where there's still a picture somewhere on the band page of it where a couple of the guys in the crowd, mates, just started having a little bit of a tussle with each other, and it ended up with me and one of the former guitar players who stood over their little sort of massive bodies wrangling around the floor, just continuing to play the set. So yeah, there's a particularly funny shot of that where you just got these arms and legs sticking out from the ground in front of us, which is quite entertaining.
Cartoon.
Yeah, proper. Yeah.
Excellent. So, what's the plan now for the rest of the year? So, we're in March 2022. Gigs are back on, so it's great. Everyone's back out watching shows. People putting new music out. So, what's the plan for Clockwork Sky for the rest of this year?
Music.
Yeah.
Record.
Yeah.
Play shows.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much everything that we're playing this evening. We've got one song in the set which was released back in 2020, Longness, which was just a single. Of course, especially where we sort of veered more around that sort of deathcore influenced route. That was kind of our first indicator for where we were taking things. But then, of course, with COVID and lockdowns, the rest of the set tonight is all unreleased. So yeah, it's getting that stuff down on tracks and getting it all released, really.
There's some brand new material this evening for people to check out.
Soonest way to hear it is to hear it live.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, have a great show tonight. Best of luck, obviously, with the Heat. So hopefully you make it through to the next stage. I'll put some links in the description down below, so if anyone would like to check out more about Clockwork Sky, details will be in the description. Best of luck, and right now we're going to check out some live Clockwork Sky. Hey there, I'm here today with Psychodrive. We're at the moment going through a soundcheck with multiple bands, so it's great to catch up with you guys before you go up for your soundcheck and before we let the crowds in to enjoy heat number 1 of Metal to the Masses. Really want to find out from you guys about the name, Psychodrive. Where did this name come from?
Really, it just came on the fly. Really, we just literally just thought of it one day. Went to band practice and we were like, "Hey, guitarist here, my brother, he just went, hey, what about Psychodrive?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure."
So if it only came as easy as that with every band, it does take a long time to normally pick that. It's a great name. It works really well. How long have you guys been a band?
I think
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. In 2017, I met this guy, and then we formed something. Then I said, my brother knows how to play drums. I thought, yeah, do you want to come and join us? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. And then since 2017.
Okay, excellent. And what would you describe your sound as? So if no one's heard you before, and we don't like to pigeonhole people saying, well, you're all melodic death metal, or you're grindcore, or you're. If you could just kind of thinking outside the box, give yourself a description of your sound. Help people understand, what would it be?
Well, really, with more horror metal in a sense, but we are trying to go with the new metal sound. So the late 90s, early 2000s stuff. Korn, Slipknot, Limp Bizkit,
Interesting.
all those bands. Yeah, because we were all really into we all grew up and we were all really into the new metal, basically the new metal era of heavy metal. So trying to go with that one.
And so you've kind of asked one of my questions next to me is influences. So we've got new metal. Any other kind of influences that kind of influence your particular style? You said horror metal, so any like Alice Cooper thrown for any of that sort of stuff in there? Are you going for the shock metal, or is it more kind of just the style of the music is more horror?
I'd say actually the style of just us as like physically, like what we wear on stage. That's what makes.
So this is not it.
No.
Okay. I'm intrigued already.
Yeah, because we do wear masks on stage as well, and I think that's what all horror came from really. Because before that, we would just look like just ordinary regular metal fans. Yeah, literally, we just look like we literally just walk on stage, but because we've got masks and just leave our masks. So we tend to bring like a bit of horror theme to our gigs.
So you're doing very well at answering my next question. So I was like, so what do people expect from a live performance from you?
Oh well.
So we've got the mask. So I guess what's the image for you? Horror metal. There we go.
There's an element of theatrics, I suppose.
Okay.
I wish we had the budget to have more, but there's an element of theatrics involved. There's a bit of banter that goes on in between sometimes. I think we've got to write up one saying you come across visually look very serious, but don't take themselves that seriously at the same time, which is fairly accurate. That's it really.
Okay.
Some dark themes going on throughout the songs, lyrics and whatnot, but most people can't understand lyrics, so that's fine. That's all good.
So what's the plans for the rest of this year then?
Really, we'll just try and get more of our songs recorded and then be able to just put them out on where we can. Usually we use streaming services such as Spotify. I believe we are on Apple Music as well. We also have a YouTube channel. Yeah, pretty much. We're on everything and any streaming service. So just try and record the rest of our songs and get them out there.
Okay. Well, best of luck tonight. We'll put some links in the description down below for all of your relevant channels. And if anyone would like to go and check out Psychodrive, please do check out in the links below. Best of luck and hopefully make it through to the next stage of the competition.
Your head, break your dead, lock the cycle.
Hey there, it's Dave Dales and I'm here with Determinated, and we are here for Heat 1 of Metal to the Masses. We're still going through sound checks at the moment, so we haven't got to the live bits, but really looking forward to seeing you guys play. First question, Determinated, where does this name come from? What does it mean? What's it all about?
Well, I just when lockdown started and that, I just had the idea of starting a band, getting back into punk and doing some punk songs, and I don't know the name, it's a good name when it's Determinated. You're on a mission to do something, you know. It sounds better than determined, doesn't it? So Determinated, that's
good enough answer, I think.
That's it. You just
And how long has this band been together?
Sort of. I wrote the songs and we got recorded. Frisco was doing a bit of stuff with my solo stuff, and he's such a thrash metal drummer anyway. I thought punk drumming, that's it. So Frisco come in and just went in the studio blind, didn't you really?
Yeah.
Tracks were didn't even hear them really, just come in and played them. And we had another bass player out, he's got a bit further away, and we got Jules in, and so May we started gigging, wasn't it, May? Yeah. So not long really.
And for those that have never heard Determinated, what's your sound?
It's a bit of rock and roll, bit of punk. It's probably Ramones, maybe fringe of Motorhead. A whole host of stuff that you bring in.
It's all good vibe, I think. We're not political, but we care. Let's put it like that. That keeps us out of being political.
And what's the influences of the band?
I don't just go to punk gigs and drinking really, that's what I like. I don't know, I like all sorts of bands, and we're all like different bands and different
I
things.
enjoy the fast beat
Okay.
as a metal jammer. So.
Yeah, I sort of came in when I was playing the songs, and I just thought, right, what would Lemmy do? And that's kind of how I played
Always
it.
a good question.
So
what would Lemmy do?
it's a good philosophy in life.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I approached it. It helps that I written with the bass as well. So.
I just like writing. We were going to get another guitarist because I'm not that great, but these two are so good that they said, we'll get you by, Kev. Just give it. We've got plenty of chat, that's for sure.
We're greater than the sum of our parts.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
And what's a live performance like for you guys? So someone's never come and seen you live. What can they expect?
Energy. I think we're very full of.
A lot of energy. Somebody getting tangled in their cables. Some good on stage camaraderie.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
We chat a lot.
Yeah.
We do play songs in between.
Some unusual dance moves which have no place in the music, but
a lot of
we just enjoy ourselves. Really.
Drink spillage.
Big three drum stalls at pints of beers.
It's just good. It's a good vibe. It's just it's in your face. I think short, sharp, boom, boom.
There's a bit of a party then.
I think
there's a definite groove to it, which is what drew me in. Definitely. It's not just straight.
No, it's crossover.
There's a definite swing to some of the songs.
So what's the plan for the rest of this year? 2022, everyone's now out of lockdowns, we've got chances to play gigs, we've got chances to release
as many gigs as possible.
We've just done 2 tracks, 2 singles, so one's coming out in a few weeks' time, and that was with Paul Tippler, who's done a lot of bands like Stereo Lab, Placebo, and he saw us at the 100 Club and said, I'd like to work with you guys, and we were like, and then he was at the Dublin Castle when he was an open anchor, and we thought, this guy's quite serious, so he's so good as well, and he's done D4, which is one of my favourite bands, so I was just sort of, we went in there, it was really good, it was just, so singles, I think now, because the sort of EP album, we weren't really ready when we did it, didn't have Jules, and you know, Frisco hadn't really drummed it a lot. So now we recorded something we've actually been playing. So yeah, I think it's different.
It's if you listen to us live, the songs, the original sort of 6 songs, have evolved a lot through playing them live. So it sounds very different to the EP. I sort of went back and listened to it the other day. It was like
it's on half speed, isn't it?
Okay, it's going to be really interesting to see you guys live this evening.
Yeah.
Best of luck with the heat. Hopefully you get through to the next stages.
Thank you.
We're going to go check out. Obviously, I'll put all your links to your band and the descriptions down below so people can check you guys out.
Fantastic.
Best of luck, and we're going to now go check out Determinated live at Club 85.
Let's go.
Today with Reyes. I hope that's how you pronounce it. You're about to take part in heat number 1 of Metal to the Masses here at Hitchin at Club 85. So first of all, best of luck with today. I hope it goes really, really well for you. What we all really want to know right now is, Raze, where did the name come from? What does it mean?
You take that one. So, this name came about when we formed it like 2014, something like that. It might have been going a while. Well, with me, because I was the only one there at that point. But it was just like, kind of sounded cool. I mean, the expression "raise the roof" kind of came about, and it's just raised. pretty simple. Powerful word, nice and short, nice and quick. That's the job.
So to change it from Raise the Roof, R-A-I-S-E.
I suppose so. Yeah.
So there was a reason to change it to Z-Y-B?
It sounds more metal.
It
It's
does.
more metal,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
See, the drummer just gets straight to the point.
Yeah, it's true. He's the straight to the point one.
Yeah.
Straight to the point. Okay. And how long has this band been together?
Right. This iteration, this is the second show because we have a second bass player.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other iteration probably about 2 years. Before that, it was formed in 2013 or 14 or something.
I reckon, Jack, you've been in the band for 3 years now?
Yeah, about 3.5 years now.
So we've been like playing as a unit for about 3.5 years, which is pretty solid. Ross is filling in the bass for us today. He plays with live Rose. But yeah, the band started in 2014.
So, there we go.
The band started in 2014, formed by me and some local guys. Kind of met them on the classic Join My Band, okay? You know the website. And we kind of just rehearsed, played some covers for a couple of years. And basically Ethan joined a while ago.
Because you needed a drummer.
Needed a drummer, we had no drummer.
A little 14-year-old me was up for his
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And then we kind of picked everyone else along the way.
Yeah.
And now we're just like, we're exactly who we want to band. We're right, musical ideas, attitudes, all that kind of stuff. So
You've just made me feel really old, by the way. Thanks for that.
I'm not 13 now, but
I
I've been back for a little while.
Back then it was.
do remember at one point it was, what was it? We were playing a gig and someone was saying, Ethan, no more beers, you got school tomorrow.
We named a song GCSE exam, that's how I've been.
Yeah, when you, that was a working
Right.
day. Yeah.
So what's, for those that have never heard you, how would you describe the sound of the band?
Alice in Chains meets Aloud God meets Tremonti.
There's some pretty strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sound's changed really since me and Dan joined the band, particularly Dan. He's had a big influence in the songwriting. You know, a lot of the new material was really his inspirations are really coming through. So
Right.
definitely some Alter Bridge and stuff like that is
Okay.
really starting to come through in some of the songs.
It's kind of grungy stuff, but also like groovy metal type thing mixed in with quite a lot of technicality. I like to think it's kind of melded into that. Yeah.
For those that never come and see you live, what can they expect from a live performance by Reyes?
Lots of energy.
Yeah.
And me with my top off.
Yeah.
Most
Every
likely
time.
Lou with his top off.
Yeah. That happens. I'm like 60% of the time.
Yeah,
Or 100%.
every gig wrap up.
Yeah.
He's standing up at some points, playing the drums, battering the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Tight, punchy, very intense, and
Yeah.
hopefully some fire.
Some fire.
Yeah.
Sometimes some fire.
She has set me on fire before. Last time we played here at the was in the Metal the Masses All Day thing after it on Canton 2020 in Jester. It set me on fire on stage, which was excellent. Sorry, stage name. So I don't know if we get through this round or whatever. Maybe we'll bring that
Maybe
along.
next time. Fire extinguishers are ready though.
Oh yeah, funny.
I love with my insurance.
She's got her own insurance. That's always good. Yeah.
So what's the plan for the rest of the year? 2022, what's it look like for Reyes?
Finish the album.
Yeah, we've got music we've been recording over the last year pretty much.
Yeah.
Intense recording to the detail, getting it absolutely perfect. And it's mostly there now, so yeah.
Then music videos,
Yeah. And release plans.
everything.
Promotions. We've been sitting on new music for closing on, well, over 4 years now, pretty much, writing songs. And we got COVID in, which was fun. So we just sat at home, no motivation. And now we're good to go, so yeah.
I think it's going to be a good year for music by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Everyone's been working on music for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck today. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you're through to the next round, and we'll see you in the next round. I'll put links for all your music, etc., and YouTube channels and anything else you've got in the description. So anyone watching at home, if you're interested in checking out Reyes, please do. Best of luck. This is Reyes live at Club 85. You know what to do.
It's time to move. Okay. Last chance, people. You ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go! Thank you so much. We are ready to see you next time.
Okay, I'm here with the Grey. They are the headlines of Heat number 1 from Metal to the Masses here at Club 85 in Hitchin. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. We're still in the soundcheck zone, so we haven't quite opened doors yet to let the crowds in, but I'm really looking forward to checking you guys out this evening. First question I do need to ask you is the Grey. Where's the name of the band come from and why?
So I'll answer that one. It is, so this is a bit of a scoop because we don't usually tell people this. I think this is the first time we've actually ever announced this in an interview, but it came from Charlie's daughter Amber. When we were trying to think of a name, she initially said, "Oh, you should call yourself the Great." But we were a bit like, well, this might be a bit arrogant, might be a bit, you know, over the top.
It's a rare display of humility.
Yeah, yeah. So we decided to call ourselves the Grey, and to be honest, you know, the Grey works really well with the sort of juxtaposition between the heavy stuff and the lighter stuff, and the dynamics we try to put into our set, whether it's live and on record. So yeah, it's sort of an amalgamation of both things.
And how long have you been together as a band?
So getting on for 8 years now.
And has it always been the same lineup, or have you had changes?
So no,
and he's a new boy.
New kid.
Yeah.
New kid on the block. Joined in August last year, I think. July last year.
Something like that, yeah, July, August. Yeah, our original bassist decided to have a family and have a little one, so we kicked him out. So he had the priorities. So we'd seen Andy and played with Andy before.
Someone who had no other priorities.
Yeah.
So we love Jim, but he's up on it.
Yeah.
So love you, mate.
And so, for those that have never heard you or seen you guys, what's the sound? How would you describe yourself?
I'd go with cinematic. It's big. It's kind of a mix between post-rock, post-metal, and a little bit of sort of a slightly harsher edge as well. Largely is instrumental, but it is just a big sound, mostly courtesy of Charlie. Actually, Charlie brings a real sort of scope to the sound, a real sort of scale. I think it's the best way to put it.
And how have you brought your influence? Because everyone's got their own personal influences. So how have your personal influences influenced your sound as a band?
So I think we're all mostly music geeks, but love a variety of everything. This particular band, it is it is very heavy, but it is also very atmospheric and light as well. But I think we could probably be here all day answering our influences, but it's massive. But I mean, for me personally, definitely Warhaven, Alice in Chains, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, definitely. I think the wonderful thing about our sort of music is it doesn't lend itself to one particular style. You can incorporate everything. So you've got the heaviest stuff you can put in the faster stuff, you can put in metal if you want, you can put in whatever you basically want. And it works well as well when we're playing with other bands because we can fit on any bill. It's not just the heavy metal ones, can fit on progressive rock and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good like that.
Yeah, it's a really nice balance. It's kind of like a nice little melting pot of all our influences. Yeah, definitely works nicely.
And for those that have never seen you guys live, what can they expect from a live performance from you?
A wall of sound.
Sweaty Andy.
And a lot of sweat.
Yeah, sweaty Andy. Tend to try and move about a bit. We're trying to make the live experience as exciting as we can, I suppose. There is something to be said about instrumental bands and just standing there playing your instrument, and it can get a bit monotonous and boring, especially when you're playing 15-minute long songs. So we try and incorporate some energy and enthusiasm into it and rock it out. And Andy goes
kind of our background as well. I mean, both Steve and I come from hardcore bands from the past, and I'm not sure I can physically stand still and play music. So it tends to be more energetic than you would imagine from a band that has sort of big post-metal riffs and sort of doom sections and stuff, but it still manages to be quite energetic. So should be quite
What's your
engaging.
plans for the rest of this year? So it's 2022, lockdown's finished pretty much, and we're able to play gigs. You're able to. Well, everyone seems to be writing music for the last 2 years while they've been in lockdown. So what's the greatest plans for 2022?
Andy's first show with us was the day after lockdown lifted, and pretty much we've been solidly playing live since then. This is day 3 of 3 in a row. And then, yes, we've got more coming up to June, and then in June we jump on Warhaven, we play with those guys. That takes us up to, I think, the end of summer, and then we're looking at a month, late summer, to record album 3, which is all written, ready to go, but it's just obviously, like I said, the lockdown has kind of delayed a lot of potential dates.
In fact, you'll hear about 3/4 of it in the set tonight.
So lots of playing, recording, and then we're just discussing earlier. We've got the both albums coming out as a new format, which I think Steve and Andy could probably tell you a bit more about through records.
Yeah, so basically we're taking the 2 releases that have previously been released. We're going to put them onto one sort of package, one double CD package, and we put that out. We managed to sell out of all of the previous versions, so we thought it would be a nice way to get our music back out to people, but in a way that can be consumed as one piece of music. So Ripcord Records are doing that for us at the moment. We're planning the artwork at the minute, so I'd expect that within the next few weeks.
I hope so, yeah. Once the artwork's all confirmed, we're just doing mock-ups at the moment, and then a couple of weeks after that. So yeah, should be ready for us when we're next out on tour and stuff like that. So
yeah, and then back in the studio with Matty Moon. So our long-time producer Matty, who is an absolute legend. We're all super excited about the new album. It's going to be it's
tunes are good. Emotional tunes.
Yeah.
Somebody
They obviously liked it. Well, I'm actually really looking forward to checking you guys out live. I've never heard you, I've never seen you live, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Amazing,
It's
thank
gonna
you
be a
so
great
much.
evening.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you.
I'm going to make sure we put down all your links to your bandcamps, websites, YouTubes, so people can check it out. Hopefully all your tour dates are on there, so people can check out.
Yeah, please come and check us out. Facebook, Instagram, Bandcamp. Just please, give us a shout.
They're all going to be in the description down below this video. So, Besta, you don't really need luck. You're not in the actual competition. You're our headliners, but have a great show.
We will always take luck.
We'll take whatever you give us.
Give us as much luck as we can.
We love it here at Club 85 as well. Club 85 is
Club 85 is great.
Incredible venue.
Have a great show, and this is The Grey live at Club 85.
Thank you very much.
Thanks guys. Cheers.
There you go.
lost membership your file was on. It hasn't moved since I first picked it up.
I'd like to get bits and bits shown within a file.
Okay, it's announcement time. The time has arrived. First of all, I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you for being here tonight to celebrate great music and Melt to the Masses. Thank you so much from all of us at Club 85. By all of us at Club 85, of course, I mean the man himself, Mr. Bob Marden. We are forever indebted to you. The amazing Alex Lewis on sound. The wonderful Josh on lights. To Brilliant Anesthesia. To Ryan, to all the crew here, thank you so very much. So, I can reveal 2 bands going through tonight, and first of all, it was so closely run. There was 0.3 between the bands. 0.3 out of 100. So close, and every band was fucking brilliant tonight. So regardless of whatever happens, the fact that you're here means you passed the test. You guys were fantastic. So thank you very much to all the bands again. So that does mean the first band going through are Determinated. And the second band going through to the quarterfinals is Raze! Honestly though, every single band was brilliant tonight. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We will be back next week